Hello and welcome to day 2. Now today we're going to be talking about counting tricks and counting trumps. Now this is a sort of combination of typically counting suit length, which we practiced last week, but also combining this with some high card point and a bit of visualization. So it's sort of combining a few skills together and trying to improve your defense. This is mainly we're talking about defense here. So I'll start with counting tricks, talk about what that is, and then I'll move on to counting trumps next. So what is counting tricks? So what we mean by this is counting how many tricks we think declarer has got, knowing that if they've got this length suit, that's all going to be winners, plus these missing high cards, that's how many tricks they get up to. And do they get up to their required contract? Is that going to make it? What do we need to beat it? That sort of stuff. So I'll give you an example here. I haven't given the bidding, but it's just defending 6 no trumps, which gets passed out, and our partner leads the queen of spades. Okay, and at this stage, the declarer doesn't play the best, but they just win the ace, and they play a low heart to the king, and now they play a diamond, and again they just play another diamond and they follow. So let's take some time at this stage and work out how many tricks do they actually have. So again, trick 1, it went queen of spades and they won the ace. Trick 2, they played a heart to the king. Trick 3, they just played a diamond to the queen. Okay, so how many tricks do they have? So again, what we want to do is count the suit length. So they played diamond to the queen, they've cashed the ace of diamonds, and they followed. So we know we had 2 diamonds, dummy had 6 diamonds, so that's 8. There's only 5 missing, and we've seen 2 from both of them. So now we know all those diamonds are good. All their diamonds are winners. So they've got at least 6 diamond tricks there. Okay. They also have the ace of spades, and they played a heart to the king. Okay, so what do we know about the West hand? So we know that they've got all these diamond winners. What about their high card points? If we count them and use some inferences from the play, what do we know about their high card points? Well, for starters, our partner led the queen of spades. So who's got the king of spades? This West hand does. What about in hearts? They led a low heart to the king, and our partner didn't take that. So we now know that West has the ace king of hearts to start with. Now they're just down to the ace. Okay, so let's try and count their tricks. So they've got the ace king of spades. The ace of spades was in dummy, which we saw in trick 1. West had the ace king of hearts because they went heart to the king, and now we know that they've got 2 heart tricks. And then they've just played 2 rounds of diamonds. So we know that they've got 6 diamonds. We know they've got the ace king of hearts, and we know that they've got the ace king of spades. We know they don't have any more spade tricks. We know that they don't have any more heart tricks because we've got the queen jack. We know our partner's got the queen jack of spades. So no spade tricks, no heart tricks, more coming from them. So 2 spades, 2 hearts, and 6 diamonds is 10. If they don't have the ace of clubs, they're just really stuffed. So let's just assume they've got the ace of clubs to get them even close to it, because otherwise we've got no worries on the defense. What about if they've got the queen of clubs? If they've got the queen of clubs, then we know that they can just take it to club finesse and play a low club towards the queen. So if they've got the queen of clubs, they're going to get up to 12 tricks. Whereas if they don't have the queen of clubs, they're going to be stuck and only make 11. So if we have to make a bunch of discards, what we can realize is that we can actually afford to throw our clubs, because if they've got the queen of clubs, they're going to have 12 tricks. So we need to do some counting of tricks and work out, to beat this contract, we need our partner to have this certain card. If they don't have it, they're going to make it anyway. So counting tricks can be really valuable when allowing you to choose your discards, working out what you can or can't afford to throw away. So you want to take some time and count their tricks. So this is a combination of working out their long suits. Are their long suits breaking? Are they all winners? If so, how many tricks do they have in that suit? And then you also want to combine this with counting high card points, or inferences from the play to work out where the missing high cards are. And once you've done that, you can then place the high cards and work out how many tricks they've got. So here we knew that the ace of spades was there in east, and the king of spades was west based on the opening lead. We can also place the ace king of hearts because west played a low heart to the king. So again, we could place the ace king there. So we could count 2 spades, 2 hearts, and 6 diamonds. We knew they didn't have any more tricks in the majors, so we just wanted to try and work out how many tricks they had in clubs. If they've got the ace, they got 1. If they've got the ace queen, they got 2. And that's if they've got neither of those, then they've got 0. So what we can realize is we need our partner to have the queen of clubs or the ace, and then we'll be able to beat this contract. Counting tricks is a really valuable skill, which is a combining of counting suit length with also placing the missing high cards from either counting high card points and knowing for certain where they are, or using some inferences from the play to work out where they are. Sometimes this is done from the other side, so let's assume that they did 6 no trumps again. And again, this goes queen of diamonds lead against 6 no trumps. Counting tricks is really, really valuable. So again, let's assume we haven't given you reliable bidding, so we can't use the inference from that. Let's just do some counting and sort of inferences from the play to see what we can work out. So first of all, who do we think has the ace of diamonds? Well, it seems very likely that west here has the ace of diamonds, or else our partner is doing something quite strange. So we think west has the ace of diamonds. And we actually get to see that at trick 1. Okay, and now west starts playing clubs. Okay, and we follow suit. And we follow suit with dummy throwing one. And now we get another club, and our partner discards. Now, whenever a missing hand shows out in a suit, it's really important to stop and make sure you've counted the suit properly. Now, I didn't give you forewarning, but what dummy actually had is they only had 1, we only had 2, and we're showing out at the same time as north. So if we've got 2, 1, 2, that leaves 8 with west, and they're all winners, okay? So what we want to do at this stage is try and count some tricks. Okay, so if all their clubs are good, they've got 8 club tricks, as well as the ace of diamonds is 9. If they've got the ace of spades, that's 10. Okay, now if they don't have the ace of hearts, they're going to get stuck at 10 tricks because we know all their diamonds are good. If they have the ace of hearts, they get up to the ace king of hearts, and now then we're thinking about how do we stop them making 13. Okay, so it's a bit of a combination here. So we've now realized that if they're missing the ace of hearts, they only get up to 10 tricks because their spade finesse fails, and they can't get any heart tricks because the diamonds are wide open. If they do have the ace of hearts, they're gonna have 12 tricks. So now we change our mindset on defense, and our thing shouldn't be how do we beat 6 no trumps, it's how do we make sure we don't let them have the over trick. So by counting tricks, it's really valuable to get your defensive mindset in the right area to work out what should we do. Is our main aim to beat the contract or to try and minimize how many tricks they're going to over tricks they're going to get? And if you try counting their tricks, this is a good guideline to help you set the tone for what sort of defense you want to do. So again, the tips here is count suit length, work out how many winners they've got, then try and place some missing honors by inference. Now we know for certain where the ace of diamonds is. What we also know is if partner has the ace of hearts, this contract's going to go down regardless, as long as we keep that king of spades. If west has the ace of hearts, then we have to work out that they're definitely going to make the contract. So then we just have to make sure they don't make the 13th trick. So they're my tips on counting tricks. So you want to work out suit length. Have a think about high card points. Sometimes the bidding will give a good idea about that. And then you have to think about what do you need to beat the contract, or what do you know from the inferences there. Talking about counting trumps now. This is really valuable. Everyone is taught to count trumps when declaring the hand. But this is really valuable to do when defending as well. If the opponents run out of trumps, your long suits now become winners. It changes the whole type of defense. So if the opponents are going to run out of trumps, you can change your game plan on defense. So make sure when you're defending, try and count the trumps. It's not something people instinctively do because I think it's something they only have to do when they're declaring. But working out how many trumps did they draw, how many does declarer have left, can we make them run out of trumps? Really useful skill. So just try and count the trumps as it comes out. Because if you can make declarer rough or lose control of the trumps or things like that, it basically changes the defensive game plan from a trump contract into a no trump style contract. And there's lots of different ways that you can now defend if you know that they're running out of trumps. I've seen lots of times where defenders didn't realize that declarer was out of trumps, so they threw away winners, not realizing that declarer could no longer trump a suit or anything like that. So just like you count trumps when you're declaring, make sure you do it on defense as well. And use those skills that we taught about how to count suit length, and make sure you use that counting trumps and do that. Now, counting trumps is a bit trickier because you don't just see all of the suit played at once, and most frequently you're the one showing out or your partner's the one showing out early. It can still be done. You still want to count it. You might need to use some inferences from the bidding to guess how long the suit is. But once you've done that, you just want to keep track of those trumps and see when they diminish or when they run out, because it can really change your game plan. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this lesson, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.